Richard Burns walked amongst the shadows that cloaked the remnants of his once vibrant kingdom. The land that stretched before him was a tapestry of charred earth and uprooted lives, all casualties of the civil war that raged for years and left none untouched. Though revered by some as a hero, Richard knew his moniker, the Prince of Darkness, was not without merit. Richard had known suffering, but in his heart, it was not the relentlessness of battle that haunted him. It was the memory of Avril Hart, the woman whose laughter once punctuated the quiet spaces of his life. She was sunshine and grace, and she was gone, her light extinguished by Reynald's grievous betrayal. Richard's soul screamed for retaliation, but the rules of war had granted Reynald clemency, a notion that tore at Richard's very essence. Despite knowing Reynald's misguided strategies had opened the gates to annihilation by Erik Darrow's forces, Richard blamed Reynald, not for the war, but for Avril's untimely demise. It was a deeply personal vendetta nurtured by a loss that felt insurmountable, a canyon within him, accentuated by his decision to back the Dawn Alliance. The choice weighed heavily on Richard, for it set him apart from Arthur, his friend since childhood. Arthur, a man of honor and unwavering loyalty, saw Richard's act as treachery. He couldn't fathom how Richard, alongside the wise Catherine and fiery Josephine, had allowed Reynald a freedom undeserved. With every step away from his friend, Richard felt the chasm between them widen, yet he held steadfast in his conviction. Richard's nights were long, filled with reflections and reconsiderations. What price friendship? What price loyalty in the time of chaos? In the silence of the night, Richard grappled with the contradictions within his heart, a heart torn between retribution and reconciliation. He pondered the nature of justice that seemed to mock his understanding of right and wrong. Though war had taught him many lessons, the most profound was one that remained elusive and painful, the acceptance of loss and the heavy burden of choices made in its wake. As the dawn crept over the horizon, Richard Burns continued his journey through the shadows, searching not just for justice, but for peace within himself. In this fractured world, he must find a way to reconcile his past with the man he wished to become.